Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Imperial Agent Edition. Now, when we left off, we had arrived here in the middle of the Dune Sea, and we are, of course, now going to be entering our phase and eliminating many Ghost Cell units, because we must locate the old man. And he has a lot to answer for, that is for sure. He is training some very deadly operatives, and we must put a stop to it. So let's try to complete the bonus mission. We are going to be doing that relatively quickly, as we can obviously see here. It is just insane the amount of damage we're able to do. And maybe a really nice ambush. There we go. Thank you. Eliminate that. And we can head on to the varying groups here. I really don't want to fight these droids, but I suppose sometimes you just have to. I may need to go back there and attack those as well. So let's just get these guys killed. There we go. We only need 2 more. So are there any more units up ahead here? Well, there's the old man. Okay. Well, it appears I will have to go over here and kill these 2 snipers by the looks of things instead. So let's see what we can do. There we go, that's not bad at all, and now we have a couple of free overload shots, so really don't use any energy while using that, of course. And there we are. Aha, that is very, very nice indeed. So, let us now speak to the old man. Oh, and Mia's here.
Welcome, my child. I wondered whether you'd find your way.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop them.
I applauded you toward the end. You've trampled my garden, of course. But I admire your skills.
Cute. But really, am I supposed to be scared?
Scared? No. I want to see what comes naturally. However emotions surface on your flesh.
Be careful. The old man, he's dangerous.
Don't mind your friend. We found her in the spaceport and thought we'd bring her home.
We could have killed her, of course. But what reward would that be when she's served so well?
What are you getting at? What's Mia done?
Everything I dreamed of.
The truth is, I let Mia defect. From the moment she began training, I saw that she was weak, unworthy.
I knew she would flee and turn on us. She was the perfect bait to lure an Imperial intelligence cipher.
Whatever you were planning, all you've arranged is your defeat.
I beg to differ. We've been watching you, learning your techniques. In Mosila, at the wind farm, in exchange territory, syncing our emotions with yours.
You're fantastically talented. You'll show us everything, and then we'll replace you inside your own organization. I'm looking forward to killing you. All that's left is your defeat and subjugation. The Eagle will triumph.
Oh, not today. Not today. Thank you very much. Wow, they fell very, very quickly indeed. Okay, so this guy's obviously going to be stunning us quite often. So let's stun him in return, shall we? Yes, exactly. So some nice suppressive fire, I think, is in order here. He is using his cover as well, which is rather amusing. But that will not stop us. Nice penetrating blasts here as well. And I think suppressive fire is the order of the day here as well. Even though he is dodging a lot, we will be able to eliminate him, no problem.
You don't know what you're doing.
You don't know how many lies are at work. No idea what's really going on.
I don't need to hear any more from you.
It's really him. He's really dead. I'm sorry about everything. I didn't know what he was planning. I can't believe he used me.
If you hadn't run off and been captured, this might have gone smoother.
I left a message for you. Like I said, I couldn't stay. I'm not an Imperial. I guess that doesn't matter now. We're both here. I'm in no shape to fight. What do we do about it?
You're the last terrorist here. You die and my job is done.
That's what I thought.
Even I'm feeling a little sick from all the blood. We done?
Mission complete. Let's get off planet.
Want to go somewhere with less sand? Maybe more people?
Oh, yes, I would very much appreciate that, Kaleo. Okay, so let us head on. We need to go back to our starship and use our terminal. We have cleaned everyone up, no witnesses. That is how we operate here. And we will, of course, be commended, maybe. Well, let's just see. We are going to speak to, I assume, Watcher 2, but you never know. We may be speaking to Keeper instead after his encounter with Darth Jorid, though. Maybe not.
Secure transmission established. This is Watcher 2. Your efforts to destabilize the terror network are working better than expected, Cypher. Unfortunately, I don't have good news. We attempted to capture the Eagle in a raid on Tholiton. We found a base, but the man had moved on.
If we can't find him, we'll keep attacking his network.
Agreed. Sooner or later, he'll have nowhere to run. We've also been researching the so-called Eradicator devices. They're satellites, orbital strike weapons with enough firepower to level a city. Here's the bizarre thing. The terrorists aren't building the Eradicators, they're growing them.
What do you mean, growing?
The Eradicators are a combination of biological and mechanical components, organic batteries in a weaponized shell. The terrorists don't need factories anymore. They can grow Eradicators wherever there's room.
Cheap, destructive, and disposable.
Our people are jealous they didn't think it up. We'll continue gathering information. We know what the Eradicators are, but not where or how they'll be used. You have your own mission. Destroy the cells and they'll lead us to the Eagle. Watcher 2 out.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's simple enough, isn't it? No, probably not. It's never simple with the Imperial agent, of course. So, let us now head into our quest log, and we will now be making our way over to Alderaan. Obviously, we are now level 37, and I believe Alderaan is actually very... Oh, no, it's actually 28 to 32. Not bad. Okay. We are still a little bit more in level now with the actual planet that we're heading to. Instead of Tatooine, I think that was, what was that, 24 to 28 maybe? Well, whatever the case, a holo terminal call is scheduled.
Stand by. I'm routing comm traffic through our mid-rim outposts. You're on a 6-second delay until I resynchronize the data stream. 3, 2, 1, synced and secured. Tracking systems show you're in the castle lands of Alderaan. Enjoy the view, Cypher. I hear the mountains are lovely.
No more beautiful than my Watcher.
But are they icier? Don't answer that. Alderaan is governed by the wealthiest noble families in the galaxy. They've feuded for centuries, and are presently engaged in a full-scale war. You're here because Imperial intelligence believes that one of the noble houses, or a noble within one of the houses, is financing the Eagle's terror network.
Maybe you should assign an accountant to this job.
This isn't about credit trails. These are dangerous people. The Empire's resources are tied up supporting House Thul's efforts to claim the throne. But intelligence does have one asset, Vector Hillis. Vector was an Imperial ambassador to the nobles, but he was later repurposed. Now he's with the Killiks, Alderaan's native alien species.
Why are you being cagey, Watcher 2?
Apologies. Vector's is an unusual case, and I should explain. When Vector approached the Killiks on a mission of diplomacy, they absorbed him into their collective intelligence. He's part of their hive mind. However, he continues to file activity reports, and we believe he's still loyal to the Empire, even if he's barely human anymore.
How's that possible?
Prolonged exposure to the Killiks induces physiological changes. He shares thoughts, feelings with them, but we don't know much more. We've requisitioned Vector from the diplomatic service and given him a need-to-know overview. You'll rendezvous at these coordinates. Use him to eliminate any noble or house funding the terrorists. Watcher 2 out.
Ooh, I have to say, I do actually like the sound of this fellow, but we're gonna see what he is actually like once we rendezvous with him, so I'll see you there. Okay, so we are now upon Alderaan, and as you can see, we are in a somewhat snowy region of Alderaan, and we will be heading into the, well, what I can only assume is a Killik tunnel of some sort? Well, yes, whatever the case, let us make our way in, and hopefully not be attacked by any of these guys, and we'll be rendezvousing with Vector, who is over there. Okay, well, that's excellent. I didn't have to search for him too long.
Yes, this is the one, as the song schedule determined.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of the Ouroboros Nest. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Agent.
Cypher 9. I'm with Imperial Intelligence.
Of course. We trust our appearance doesn't disturb you. Our superiors in the diplomatic service find our joining disconcerting, but it was necessary. The joining allowed us to share thoughts and senses with the Nest, forge a bond between Empire and Killiks. The change is a small price.
Being transformed doesn't bother you?
It was unexpected, but now I'm part of the kind. I hear the song of the universe. It's a magnificent thing. Yes, as to your target, Imperial Intelligence provided us with a list of names, dates, and locations connected to your terrorist financier.
You have an ID on the target?
We can't identify the financier himself, but your information shows he's visited House Organa, House Ceres, House Pantier, and House Cortez. Cortez is a vassal of the Empire's proxy, House Thul. If you show the Cortez Baron a copy of our findings, he might close in on your foe.
I appreciate the advice.
We must proceed to the Dance of Unlighting, but we'll remain here for the duration of your mission. We suggest you present yourself to Cortez as an ally of the Empire, show strength, and don't mention your intelligence connections.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the advice. Hopefully we will be able to heed it, and I will be traveling back to the spaceport with quick travel. That seems to be the easiest way to get back, or to get near to House Cortez itself. And speaking of House Cortez, we will be cutting away, and I'll see you there. Okay, so we've entered the House Cortez grounds, and we are now going to be heading on over to the phase, but it actually seems to me like these fellows are, well, a little bit suspicious already, I have to say, but maybe I should not form opinions beforehand.
In the name of Baron Payar Cortez and the Cortez Barony, I demand you state your business or face expulsion.
How dare you speak to me this way? I am a Count of House Thul.
Indeed. Forgive me, Your Highness, if I'd known you were coming.
I knew nothing of Thul emissaries either, Captain. I am Baroness Che Cortez, Your Highness. Forgive our inhospitality, but my husband has no time for visitors.
I believe he'll want to speak to me. It's a matter of life and death.
Aren't they all, though? Some days ago, we lost a squad of battle droids patrolling the borders of Cortez lands. That squad was our first line of defense. We believe the squad's disappearance may presage an attack, yet not one of our allies has come to our aid.
That explains a great deal. You have my sympathies, Baroness.
I'm not looking for sympathy. We don't know what destroyed our droids. They went silent. Until we find out, we must prepare for the worst. If you wish to make amends, send your troops to determine the fate of our patrol. Perhaps that will make my Baron smile again.
We'll do everything possible to make this right.
I'll leave you to Captain Perovius. I hope to see you under better circumstances.
Your Highness, if your men find the droids, tell them to activate the squad's homing beacon. Perhaps the data logs will help us.
Oh, okay. Well, we're seeming to go on some sort of errand mission as a House Thul Count. Okay, that is probably not the best job for a Count of House Thul, but I suppose if it gives us some sort of confidence with these particular fellows, then I suppose we will be completely fine to do it. But nevertheless, let's head on then. We need to head down the road here and to the left. Okay, well, that actually appears to be close by to where Vector was. And it does appear to be nearby to a Killick nest? Is that a Killick nest right there? I actually have no idea, but it looks like it to me, so probably going to be... Well, I hope I don't have to fight any of those guys. Vector would not be pleased. Well, whatever the case... Oh yes, it is. It's a Killick hive, in actual fact. Okay, well, let's hope that it's just a retrieval mission of sorts. So I'm just going to head around here and see if that is indeed the case. Oh, we have some Organa units here as well, so I suppose that is something to maybe take into account. Well, so far so good. We don't seem to be running into any resistance whatsoever. Ah, we do have some Killicks here. No, I don't want to kill these guys. Okay, well, maybe if I have to, then I have to, but... Yes, we'll try to avoid them as much as possible. Aha, here we go.
This is Captain Provius. A pleasure to hear from you, Your Highness. I'm impressed that you conducted the search personally. We're receiving the droid's logs now. You have my thanks.
I'd appreciate it if you let the Baron know about my help.
He'll hear. Don't you worry. At any rate, these logs are discouraging. The droid skirmish with the Killicks. Blasted bugs are on Cortez lands again.
I ran into a few more on my way here.
Figures as much. Rumor has it that the Killick nest is growing. Probably scouting for a new home. I'll make sure the Baron knows. Those things won't build a new hive in Cortez territory. I'll tell you that.
Now that I've done my part, may I see the Baron?
The Baroness is offering you an invitation to the estate. You may return at your leisure.
Excellent. That is just what we require. And I will be quick traveling back there. Oh, thank goodness there's actually a quick travel point. That's all I can say, really, because walking all the way up that road again? No. No way. Okay, so let us now head inside. Obviously, we're outside the phase. Yes, we are. And yes, we'll be returning to House Cortez. This is a little bit worrying to me. I have a feeling that they're probably going to declare war on the Killicks or something, and they're probably going to require us to do something drastic. Well, I suppose considering they are bugs and insects of some sort, that they are able to produce units at a staggering rate, I would say, but nevertheless, let's head inside and see what Baroness Cortez is all about.
The Baron is expecting you. This way, please.
Our guest has arrived, my lord.
Baron Payar Cortez, Sword of the Castle Lands, I hereby present to you the Honorable Count Thule, emissary of his house. This man risked himself in the service of House Cortez, valiantly recovering our lost patrol and identifying the Killick threat. In appreciation of his noble deeds and out of respect for his accomplishments, I ask that you grant him recognition.
I so grant him recognition. I am Baron Payar Cortez, good sir. Welcome to my home.
Allow me to present Kaleo Janis, my loyal and trusted associate.
Such an exotic young woman. How is it you come to be here?
I slid out of Mama's womb and picked up a blaster. Now I'm your new friend's bodyguard. Of course, you and me could be friends too. You got a nice place here. I could stick around a while.
Baron?
You are an intriguing creature, I admit.
Hear what he said? That was sweet.
With those manners, you could be royalty.
I could welcome people just like the Baroness.
I hope I didn't give the wrong impression at the gates. I just take the security of my house very seriously.
One of few things she does, along with her gardens and her ack dogs.
You'll make me blush, my lord.
Tell me now, why do you seek my house? Is there a favor you would ask? An alliance you'd propose?
I'm trying to identify a visitor to House Cortez. I know when he was here, but not his name or face.
I'll gladly help. Show me what you have. The dates in your files. Yes, we've had visitors at these times, but that's no surprise. I believe the guest you're looking for is Master Denry Ale. We've hosted him and his summits on a number of occasions.
Tell me where to find this man.
Ah, well, it may not be so easy as that. Denry Ale was once Lord Denry Ale, a powerful and respected man among the vassal houses. But some years ago, he abdicated his position.
He became a mediator dedicated to forging peace.
Strange you should ask about him now. For several weeks, Denry Ale has been missing. Whether off on some secret negotiation or something more regrettable, no one knows.
I know which possibility I'd wager on.
I'll begin looking into Ale's whereabouts through formal and informal diplomatic channels. If I can find him for you, I will. You may also wish to investigate the matter yourself. I'm sure House Thule has friends who can assist.
I appreciate your efforts, Baron.
In the meantime, you're welcome to stay as a guest. House Cortez prides itself on its hospitality.
We'll have to dine together. You can meet the Ack Dogs.
The Baron has spoken. This audience is at an end.
Well, okay, that is a rather grand audience, isn't it? In that huge hall? Oh, wow, okay. Well, okay, yes, we are going to be returning on to Vector and letting him know the news, but we will be saving that for the next episode, and so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.